Welcome back. We've covered the invisible parts of networking, addresses, protocols, and ports. Now let's get physical and meet the actual boxes that build a network. Switches, routers, access points, and firewalls. On the help desk you'll point at these every day, so by the end you'll know exactly what each one does and which layer it lives at. A network isn't just cables and addresses. It's a set of physical devices, each with a specific job. There are 4 you must master: the switch, the router, the access point, and the firewall. The key to understanding them is to remember which OSI layer each one works at. Layer 2, Layer 3, and so on. That single fact tells you what each device can and can't see. First, the switch. A switch connects devices within a single local network. It works at Layer 2 and forwards data using MAC addresses. When a frame arrives, the switch checks its table and sends it only out the port where that device actually lives. Efficient and private. A small office might join every PC, printer, and server with one 24-port switch. But a switch doesn't understand IP addresses or the internet at all. Next, the router. While a switch connects devices inside one network, a router connects different networks together. It works at Layer 3 using IP addresses, and it chooses the best path for each packet to take. Your home router's main job is to forward traffic between your private network and the internet. It also runs NAT, sharing one public address among your devices, and it acts as your default gateway. Let's nail the difference, because it's a classic exam and interview question. A switch works inside one local network, using MAC addresses, at Layer 2. A router works between networks, using IP addresses, at Layer 3. Put simply, the switch keeps your local traffic moving, and the router decides how traffic leaves your network to reach somewhere else, like the internet. Now wireless. A wireless access point, or WAP, lets Wi-Fi devices join the wired network. It bridges radio signals onto the LAN, effectively extending Layer 2 over the air. In a home, the access point is usually built right into the router. But in an office, you'll see separate access points mounted on the ceiling, so the Wi-Fi reaches into every corner of the building. Now the security guard, the firewall. A firewall inspects traffic and allows or blocks it based on rules. It can be a dedicated hardware box at the edge of the network, or software running on each PC, like Windows Defender Firewall. It's how you stop unwanted connections. So here's a troubleshooting tip: when a connection that should work is mysteriously refused, a firewall rule is a prime suspect. 2 more terms. A modem converts your provider's incoming signal, whether cable, fiber, or DSL, into Ethernet your network can use. A gateway is simply the device that connects you to another network, usually your router. And here's the confusing bit: most home routers are combo boxes, packing a modem, a router, a switch, an access point, and a firewall all into one unit. Knowing the separate roles helps you reason about faults. Let's recap. The switch works at Layer 2 inside the LAN with MAC addresses. The router works at Layer 3 between networks with IP addresses. The access point bridges Wi-Fi onto the LAN, and the firewall filters traffic by rules. Your task: look at the network box in your home or office and list every role it combines. Run ipconfig and confirm your default gateway is the router. Then check whether Windows Defender Firewall is on. See you next time, where we go deep on Wi-Fi.